Once upon a time, in a lush land where the hills kissed the sky and rivers sang through valleys, there flowed the Great River Mira. The animals that lived along its banks depended on it for water, food, and connection. But as time went on, something began to change. The river was drying up. In the heart of the valley lived 4 different groups of animals: the elephants of the east, the monkeys of the south trees, the otters of the western pools, and the eagles of the northern cliffs. Each group blamed the others for the vanishing water. The monkeys splash too much when they play, grumbled the elephants. The elephants bathe too often, chattered the monkeys. The otters fish too much, accused the eagles. The eagles scare away the rainbirds, snapped the otters. In the middle of the valley, an old, wise turtle named Tumo lived alone. He had lived long enough to remember when the river had never run dry. One morning, as the sun climbed slowly above the hills, Tumo called a meeting of all the animals. "I've watched the river grow weak. Blaming each other won't bring it back. But perhaps, if we listen to the river, we may still help it." The animals scoffed at first. "Listen to the river?" said a young eagle. "It doesn't speak." "But it does," said Tumo calmly. "In silence, in its flow, in how it changes. You must watch it, not for yourselves, but for each other." Reluctantly, they agreed to send one animal from each group to join a river watch. They would live together for a week to observe and report what they saw. Jano, the elephant, Kip the monkey, Lila the otter, and Suri the eagle were chosen. At first, they argued constantly. Jano stepped on a fishing line. Kip took food without asking. Suri flew overhead, causing panic among the small animals. Layla ignored their quarrels and focused on the water. But slowly, they began to change. Kip brought fruit to share. Jano used his trunk to dig a small channel to help water flow back into a dry patch. Suri soared high and spotted a dam of fallen trees blocking a stream. Lila showed everyone how the riverbanks were being eroded, where animals gathered too heavily. Together, they cleared the dam. They set new rules for bathing, playing, and fishing. They even used stones and mud to reinforce fragile riverbanks. When the week ended, the river shimmered stronger than before. The animals returned to their groups and shared what they'd learned. Soon, each group made adjustments. Elephants created a bathing schedule. Monkeys built rope bridges to avoid trampling the banks. Otters fished only in rotating zones. Eagles took turns scouting for danger and rainbirds. Tumo smiled from his log as the river swelled again with health. Every season, a new River Watch team was formed. Even young animals looked forward to their time at the river, not just to learn, but to care. Elderglen's creatures began telling stories of the River Pact, not of power or pride, but of cooperation, of listening, sharing, and growing stronger together.